witnessed the murder of their mother and grandmother by their estranged father. Now the state parole board is letting him out of prison.
But these two sisters say it's part of a larger problem, the release of violent criminals in an effort to try to reduce the inmate population in the Pennsylvania prison system. KDKA investigator Andy Sheehan went in search of the facts. It's new at 6.
April 1991, two little sisters, Christy and Kelly Scott, were sitting in the back seat of this car when their estranged father, William Lane, opened the door and fired 15 rounds from a semi-automatic rifle, massacring their mother and grandmother in the front seat.
I don't think that anyone can sort of fully comprehend what that looks like, feels like, smells like, and those images that are seared into your brain and that never leave you.
25 years later, the Pennsylvania Parole Board has voted to release William Lane over their strong objections.
I feel like it is a dupe and a sham on Pennsylvania taxpayers and citizens in this state, because not only are they releasing horrible criminals like my biological father, but they are releasing so many others.
The sisters say they are sounding an alarm not only about the parole board, but the move to reduce prison populations across the state. The Wolf administration says that since 2012, the inmate population has declined by 6.4%, or 3,320 inmates, allowing for last year's closure of SCI Pittsburgh and what it calls a significant cost savings. The two sisters say the state is placing money over lives.
I think the state of Pennsylvania is balancing in favor of balancing their budget as opposed to balancing the safety of the community.
Even though the two testified before them in each of the past 6 years, the parole board voted for Lane's release, citing positive institutional behavior and low risk to the community. Leo Dunn, the chairman of the board, says he could not go further in discussing the case, but said the parole board has been releasing 58% of those eligible, and that percentage hasn't changed in 3 decades.
We make decisions independently. The parole board is an independent decision-making body. We are still paroling people at the same rate that the board has paroled people for 30-plus years.
District Attorney Gene Vitone supports alternative sentencing and treatment for nonviolent and addicted inmates, but not violent criminals like Lane.
Lately, I do have some concerns that we're churning out people that may be more dangerous, mainly because we're looking at the cost effect on the overall budget. I really think we have to look at the potential for danger that these people raise.
Despite their pleas, William Lane will likely be released this weekend from the State Correctional Institution at Mercer. But even though he'll be walking the streets as a free man, these sisters vow to continue their fight to keep violent criminals behind bars in Pennsylvania. In Washington, PA, Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.
The parole board was also acting on input from the State Department of Correction, which recommended Lane's release, but in a statement denied that budget constraints had anything to do with it.